Hey everyone, welcome to drum lesson number 4. Now, I know I haven't posted a drum lesson in a while. I really wanted to, but I kind of got caught up with marching band and a bunch of other stuff I've been doing. But since I finally found enough time to start making some other types of videos again, especially like stick trick tutorials and stuff, I was like, well, I should get back into the whole drum lesson thing. I know you guys wanted it a lot, so I really wanted to bring those to you again. So today is, I guess I would call it a beginning drum lesson because although it sort of applies to everyone because the principle rings true, um, this is something that really will help you start playing drums. And I've always said that I can teach anyone who can clap in time to a song to play drums because really, drums are probably the easiest instrument to learn to play. Now, I wouldn't say it's the easiest instrument to play extremely well, but it is very simple to learn to play at least a little bit of drums. So if you have any interest in playing at all, some of the things I'm about to show you are going to basically, they can teach you, I can teach you to play drums in a couple of minutes. You won't be a virtuoso yet, but you'll be able to play a beat. And I mean, to fill some positions in some different kinds of music, like pop music, really all it is the basics: kick, hat, and snare. And that's basically the backbone to a ton of songs on the radio these days. Most of iTunes top 10 is just boom, cha, with like melodies and stuff. So the way drums are played is sort of changing in certain ways, and so it kind of opens you up to be able to play along to a lot of tunes and actually play some drum stuff and not even know that much. So I want to kind of share that with you and share you a few things that you can do to get started. Now, the all you'll need to play this is a bass drum, a hi-hat, and a snare drum. I feel that the most important thing to playing drums is to getting your right hand, your left hand, and your kick drum, or your right foot, to play different things at the same time. Now, your left foot does have to come into play eventually, but to start out, you don't have to be able to work your left foot alongside your right and your right arm and left arm. You have to just be able to close the hi-hat or open the hi-hat. And you don't really have to worry about anything tricky for now. So for now, if you don't have a hi-hat, snare drum, and bass drum, sit down on your bed, sit down on a chair, put your right foot on a floor or a book or something that you can make a sound with when you hit it, and then take your right hand and preferably cross over like you would normally play, or you can play open-handed. You can do it with your left hand and right hand on the snare, whatever you want to do, but get like a pillow and a book or like whatever you can use to hit and have two different sounds, and also make sure it's nothing that someone wouldn't want you to break. Not that you're going to break it, but beating on someone's favorite book might not be the best thing. So for this lesson, we're going to start out, take your left foot, set it on your hi-hats, close them. Now take your right foot, set it on your kick drum. And for this, it's best to play along to a metronome, but for now I'm not going to play along to a metronome just because I don't want to put on the headphones. Alright, so your left foot's on your hi-hat and it's closed. Now the first steps that we're going to take is to learn to play your right hand on the hi-hat and your bass drum and do different things. So start out, 4 on the floor on your kick drum. So we're going to start out just doing 4 on the floor on the kick drum. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get that going. Then we're going to add in your hi-hat. We're going to keep it 1, 2, 3, 4 along with the bass drum. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so now you got your kick drum going and your hi-hat going. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You almost have a basic beat. Now, on 2 and 4, we're going to add in the snare. So it's going to be like this. Get your hi-hat and bass drum going first, and then try and add in the snare. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now, if you got that, you're well on your way. If you didn't get that first time, don't worry about it. You might want to. You gotta practice it a little bit. But go ahead and keep practicing that if you didn't get it yet. But if you did get it, we're gonna move on to the next part. Now, the whole idea behind drums is you need to be able to play different things. So we're going to take that quarter note, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to keep that on the hi-hat, but we're going to change up your bass pattern. Now, to start learning efficiently and quickly, what you want to do is you want to take the thing that you're doing the same and start that. So you get the feel for that, and then try and add in one thing, and then try and add in the next thing. So this time we're going to start with the hats, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to play the bass drum on 1. Then we're going to play the bass drum on 1 and 3. Then we're going to play the bass drum on 1 and 4. So just mess around with that. Try putting the bass drum in different places. So it'll be something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there you have it. Take that, keep that hi-hat going, and work on putting your bass drum where you can put your bass drum. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 1, 3. And so you kind of mess around with it, and you can move your bass drum around. Now, once you have your bass drum going, a standard, just a standard beat would be. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So take that and then put your snare on 2 and 4. So you're gonna go 1, 2. No, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So try that. Get your hi-hat going. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so you have it. You're playing a beat, and it's as simple as that. Now, you can play a million variations of it, and the more you work with, the better you'll get. So let's try one where we play bass drum on 1, snare on 4. This one's a little bit challenging. So get your hi-hat going. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's that one. Now, I didn't do it that time, but make sure you try and bring in one thing at a time, and that'll help. So you just go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And once you feel comfortable with the bass drum playing with your hi-hats, add in the snare. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And there you go. Add that in. Now, I want to kind of, how much time? Oh, this is a long one. It's been 10 minutes. All right, so I'll give you one more thing to work on for this lesson, and that is subdividing the hi-hat. And subdividing is basically bringing in eighth notes. Quarter notes are 1, 2, 3, 4. Eighth notes are 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So let's. I'll give you a couple little beats to work on for that, and then we'll have to end this lesson because it's getting pretty long. So get your hats going. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2. All right. So you get that going, get the hi-hat doing the eighth notes, add in your kick drum. Do the same thing with the quarter notes, move the bass drum around. And you can do this as sort of like a little bit of a just a workout. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can just move it around and work on playing at the different times. So there you have it. That is a beginning drum lesson. This is how I usually teach people to start to learn to play drums, is with a bass drum, hi-hat, and snare drum. And I work on those quarter notes and I work on those eighth notes and I get them playing different grooves. So sit at home and practice that. And if you are an advanced drummer, I'm sorry that today was not really dedicated towards you, but you can always take the practice routine I'm talking about and apply it to something more difficult. 16th notes, or whatever you want to do. So, hope you'd enjoy that, and subscribe for more drum lessons and more stick tricks and more drum covers.